What's up, Orcamaniacs, and welcome to Dubl Drbl Zoomcast, episode 17. We're up to 17 already. It's entitled this week, The Right Hand Man. And the reason for that is we have our two assistant coaches joining us today. We have assistant coach Leon Jacob and assistant coach Seth Thomas. Also, we have some behind the scenes people that we wanted to get to know last week, but life happened, but he is here this week. We have Arthur Brown, the head of community relations, I believe. Correct, Arthur? All right, cool. So it's going to be really, really fun. I'm Double R Ricky Rodriguez. We got my boy George Ochoa to the side of me. G's back with us after his Vegas outing. Sir. We have the doc right below me, Doc Shireen. We got Ferran over there fighting the fires, man. Be safe over there. We got Coach Don down at the bottom. Let's have some fun, you guys. All right. The first person I think we're gonna jump into. We'll jump with Arthur first, since we were gonna join him last week. Okay, Arthur, we got a lot of community relations stuff planned. Obviously, I know you've probably talked to Ferran already and Coach, and we've heard some of the cool stuff that's in mind. But we'd be really excited to know what's coming up soon. If maybe you want to say something. But before you do that, can you give us just a little bit of background about yourself?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hi, everybody. My name is Arthur Brown. I come from the Bay Area. Been down here in the Los Angeles area for about 10 years now. I'm in the sports management industry, dealing a lot with golf. However, when Ferran reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be a part of this project, I jumped at the chance. I know the area of Oxnard very well. Dealing with the Tiger Woods Foundation. We had a tournament up in Ventura for the last, I don't know, they were there for about 12 years. It's not there anymore. However, me and the community, we know a lot about each other. So when he asked me to be a part of it, I was excited to get back into the area.
Cool. What did you do in the Tiger Woods Foundation?
I was the director of operations, as well as dealing with the community. So I was in charge of making sure all the volunteers that would come through the golf tournament, working with the different entities involved, volunteer groups, combining them together to be a part of the event.
Cool. Was that like your only, I'm not gonna say assignments, but was that your only I'm gonna say assignments that you had going into that event, or did you have more?
No, no, I wish it was. Unfortunately, there wasn't. I was in charge of everything from nuts to bolts operationally.
Wow.
So it went from getting the permits for the event, making sure all the grandstands, everything you saw physically on the courts was my responsibility, as well as all the players, hospitality areas, and of course the volunteers, making sure that they were ready to go during the event time to make sure all the spectators had a great experience.
Crazy. I mean, that sounds like a big headache to a lot of people, but you seem like a level-headed dude. So
yeah, no, events are my thing, so I love it.
Exactly. I always say if you love what you're doing, it's not a job, So
for sure,
that's awesome.
For sure.
Is that the only big event that you've worked, or have you worked even bigger events?
So no. So started out with the Olympics in '96. Nice. As an intern, but now, before COVID, of course, did a lot of work with BET Viacom. They have a huge event out in LA every year. So I'm a part of that sponsorship activation and dealing with their volunteers as well. And then a lot of individual tournaments, things of those natures, mostly in the golf realm though.
Cool. What was it like working the Olympics? That must have been amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty remarkable. I mean, I was a young person at that time, so my responsibilities weren't that vast. Mm-hmm. However, all the pomp and circumstances around each of the events, making sure that everything was correct in terms of protocol and so forth, was pretty remarkable. My job was making sure that the flags were in charge, properly aligned, which could have caused some sort of probably back at that time, some sort of issue. So it was a big deal to me.
With all the pomp and circumstance, did it make your job a little more difficult?
Pressure is always a part of the event. So it just goes with the territory. Not more difficult. You just have to perform kind of like on the basketball court, right? Everybody has an assignment. Everybody needs to do what they do. So you just perfect it and, go out there and make it happen. Adjust when you need to.
So cool. G, you were gone last week. Why don't we throw you in first? You got anything good for Arthur?
Yeah, nice to meet you, Arthur, by the way.
Ditto.
I kind of wanted to switch gears. I kind of wanted to ask you, what do you have planned for us for the coming season? Like, just for community work, because I'm excited to get in part of it, be a part of it as well. So,
Yeah, no, for sure. Thank you for the question. So what we're doing currently now is we're reaching out to the different school districts, high schools and elementary schools, junior highs, and trying to arrange some times that we can go ahead and do some meet and greets, make sure the players go out and meet the kids, because I think that's really important, and be a part of the community, right? So between the schools, the churches, and the Chamber of Commerce, making sure that we reach the right people in the business world, so that when you guys are out there, we're all there. We meet the right people and we engage the community and we invite them out to watch the Orcas play.
sounds great, man. Sounds like you got everything under control. It sounds like it's going good, man.
Yeah, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. It's funny time.
Does anybody else have anything they want to ask Arthur? Doc, you got anything?
Yeah. So, hi, Arthur.
Hello.
I wanted to know, how does the community outreach kind of mesh or work together with the marketing team?
Yeah, great question. So they literally go hand in hand. I'm a part of the marketing team. It's an important arm because it shows the heart and soul of the organization, the Orcas. But with that, it allows us to ask for those dollars. For instance, when we go to the Chamber of Commerce, we understand what their needs are, and we try to address those to the community through my department, and then that allows our salespeople and marketing people to kind of capture that moment, and then let people know exactly what we're doing for the community, which helps us in marketing and sales.
There you go.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, really, what we want to do with any like marketing or community outreach thing is give the people what they want, right? And so I think that that's an awesome way for community outreach to figure out exactly what it is that the people want, and then the marketing team to be able to provide that to them or highlight how we can provide that to them. So I think that that's really cool, and I love like just your spirit. Like, you have a very great vibe to you, great spirit. So I think that you're a great choice for your position.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, so it's really, and to your point, it's about engagement. The people really want to touch and feel who the Orcas are, and the ABA allows us the ability and the opportunity to bring the players close, because they're not going to be able to. Everybody can't touch and see a Laker without all the hoorah, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we want to make sure there's hoorah and there's a lot of excitement around the Orcas, and make them available to the individuals who want to come out and see us play.
It's funny he says that, because we say that all the time. And
Yeah.
Doc says that too. You make them available.
I want to say, you know, when I did it, I was a part of the event with James and Arthur with the foster children last year in December. That's where I met Arthur, and just came across, like Doctor said, like a great guy, great spirit. I mean, was all over the place, pointing fingers, where to go, this. I mean, the guy was like off the charts, like in his participation and his interaction with the parents, with the children, with the players, with all the stuff that was going on. And so just meeting him and then meeting James, like I said, pretty much at the same time. Well, I met James on the interview, but like Arthur that weekend. And again, like I said, when all of this came apart, it was like, I mean, these guys are doing what they do naturally. And so, Art, I want to ask, man,
Yeah.
I don't, and to be honest, I'm still meeting Art as well. So I'm just hearing this interview, like I don't know Art personally, but just from the work that we've done so far. But I know that you've done some stuff with Revolt, and that is, for me as a media guy, that's like P. Diddy status. So what can you say or what can't you say about working with that company, man?
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, everybody has to pivot. Everybody has to adjust. There's not many events happening right now. So it was my opportunity to delve into something a little bit outside of my comfort zone. Somebody I work with who was a producer with BET asked for me to be a part of a project. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever you need, right? So she just needed me to assist her, basically. I think it's called an associate producer role. All this is new lingo to me. So I was assisting her with this project. It happened to be for Revolt. It's Revolt Black News. That episode actually didn't happen, but they called me back to be a researcher. So now basically I look at a lot of CNN and Fox. I look online a lot about different topics that are affecting the culture for the hip hop culture, and then we have different guests on that talk about the issues that are important to us today, which are important to everybody. It's an exciting time to be a part of it because there's so much going on and so much important news that needs to get out there to the world, especially to the kids. That it's a great venue for that to happen. So yeah, it's called Revolt Black News. Check it out. It's on YouTube. If you haven't seen it before, you'll see my name. I'm the researcher. Not an important part. Like, it's not an integral part, but I am a part of the team. So
hey, when I saw that, man, when I saw that, I was like, oh, like he doing that. So that's cool. Well, thank you. Thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds like fun. George, do you got anything you want to ask Arthur? Unmute, sir.
Sorry. Hey Arthur, how you doing?
George.
All right. So, how'd you hear about as far as management? Like, how did you what do you think about the you working with the Orcas hand in hand? I know you kind of touched on it earlier.
Yeah, no worries. I'm excited, man. I've always wanted to be a part of an organization that can make change. I think I think the ABA has a true opportunity to do that and do it and make Ron and team with the Orcas. I think that the community there is right for us. I think that they'll embrace us wholeheartedly. So that excited me because I'm familiar with the area. And I think there's an opportunity to show people what the ABA and the Orcas are all about. Obviously, we all know there might be a few naysayers out there and so forth. So I love adversity. I love proving people wrong. And so when Ferran approached me with the opportunity, I jumped at it.
That's how it should be. Nothing's easy in the world.
Yeah.
It makes us work even harder.
Absolutely.
Coach, do you want to say anything to Arthur?
No, just Arthur is. I just met Arthur through the meetings and the Zoom, and one time in person. But he's an amazing guy, and what he's done so far has been amazing. And just hearing the answers on this call and the way he's coaching it, it's going to be so beneficial to not just the organization, but to the players, advising them how to do interviews and not just for Orcas, but for bigger and better things that they got going on down the line. So he, Arthur has just been a great asset to the team, and it's just the beginning. So it's not surprising what everybody's hearing right now.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, we just get that vibe from you, like the minute we started talking to you, that you know what you're talking about, but you care about others' opinions. You care about what others want to do to help you, or how they can help you help the community or whatnot. And everybody on this panel, even though we don't live near Oxnard, we're down to come help you anytime you want. You just hit us up and we'll be there. So Arthur, thank you so much, man. It's gonna be cool to work with you.
Man.
Right here, much love.
Look forward to it.
So thank you so much to Arthur Brown, our head of community relations. If you want to stick around, you can.
Thank you.
We are actually going to jump over to a guy who's been on the other end of that. He's been that player many times, going to those community events, doing fan signings, stuff like that. We're going to start with King Jacob, assistant coach Leon Jacob. Welcome to the show, sir.
How you doing? How you doing?
All right, my brother. Man, dude, the research that I took, I had fun this week. All right. I like doing research on people, but man, you almost filled a whole page on my book, bro. No joke. It was so, but it's so cool, like the stuff that you have. So I don't want to spoil it. Can you just give us a little bit of background about yourself, maybe childhood to maybe where you started playing ball to pro ball? We'll go from there.
Yeah. I went to a middle school. I went to Fauché Middle School, but I started at West Vernon Elementary. A coach named Leon Henry. He's my trainer. He's still he's a father figure to me. He taught me everything I know. But I went to Manuarts High School, played 4 years varsity. Went to Compton for 1 year to transfer over to Texas A&M International, and I'm a national team player I'm a dual citizenship from Belize, Central America. My mom and dad. I went to college. Thank God. I found basketball and changed my life. I met wonderful people around the world. I've been to a lot of countries, a lot of wonderful countries that made me realize how blessed I am. And things help kids now give back to the youth, and I'm glad I'm on board.
That's so cool. I know you say you're a dual citizen, but what was it like to play in your home country, playing in Belize?
Oh man, the first time I remember when I was a kid, my mom took me to visit my family, and I walked by it's called the Civic Center, and I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna play here one day, and she just looked at me like, she just looked at me, and then 2010, Marcus Johnson, ex-NBA player, was the head coach, and he saw me at like a pickup game at Westchester High School with all the pros, and one of my friends, Kenneth Beckway, was like, he's Belizean. He's like, what? And then we went from there. 2010 was the first time I ever played for the national team, and I've been going 10 years strong. Probably got one more run in me, but God willing, I'll be healthy, everything. I probably got one more run in me, but it was just amazing playing in my home country and playing in the league out there is just a blessing.
He says playing, but he's being really humble here. I mean, you were an all-star. You were a Belizean all-star. You've done a lot of things. You even coached a youth team out in Belize, didn't you?
Yes, youth team. I coached the youth team in Africa too.
So cool.
I'm just trying to give back to the youth. What my mentor did for me, and I'm just trying to help where I could be. Wherever I could help at. With the ABA team, I'm trying to give young men opportunities to play hard here in the States, and God willing, they can move on, and we just try to build here. So it's not. I don't talk like I don't want to be this and that. I just like being humble because I know I've been blessed.
That's what it's all about, brother. Being humble but being happy.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah, you seem like it. When you were in the ABL, you won a title in 2016, I believe it was, in the African Basketball League.
Oh wow, yes. Man, I played in Africa. That was one of the best times of my life. I played in Mexico too, but Mexico was my first when I first went pro.
Oh, really?
To Mexico, the LMBP, and it's the top league in Mexico. Played there 2 years, and then my third year went to Spain and Germany. And when I went to Africa, it was just like one of my good friends, Mark Hill.
Okay.
He gave a contract. He got us a contract, and he got his contract, and then we went out there and tried out, and I made the team. And thank willing, my team is one of the teams. I had a coach from Europe, and we won the championship. So it was a good experience.
That's crazy. Can you give me some similarities and some differences, playing in Belize and playing in Africa?
In Belize, it's like hard, like rough. Like you gotta play with your hard hat on. Like you have to come. They don't give you nothing. Same in Africa too. But in Belize, it's like they want to prove because I'm a Belizean American. So they want to prove to you all this talking, everything. Who is this guy? They want to see who you really are. So when you prove it to them, they give you a respect. But in Africa, it was like it shocked me because it was so beautiful and the people were so nice. My country is nice too, people, but in Africa, it was just wonderful people. off 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 the court and on the court.
Cool. You also I saw a quote on your Instagram. I'm huge on quotes. I don't know if I had told you
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
The quote that I got from yours was wolves don't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep. I was like, that was super cool. Can you like elaborate a little bit on that possibly?
No, I'm just the world, man. A lot of people have opinions, man. But
Mhm.
when you can look yourself in the mirror and live with your decisions and live with, right decisions, be rightful, be truthful, because a lot of people in the world, they mislead you. So when you be right and know who you are inside and pray and ask God for wisdom and vision, you be all right.
Love it. Last one, and then I'm gonna release the crew. All right, King Jacob, what is it? Where did you get it?
In college,
Okay.
Texas A&M. They no, in junior college first, but in college when I was at Texas A&M International, I was a Cali kid from LA, and my swag was this is true. They just started calling me King, So
Yeah.
I stuck with it, and that's my name,
Cool.
Nothing with this King Jacob. Not trying to be like LeBron, but it's two LJs.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, it's two LJs in here. I respect. But I'm that guy too.
Yes,
Sweet.
sir.
I also
Yeah.
noticed I could see that you're really, like we said with Arthur, happy and humble, but you also do a lot for other people. You did the youth thing, you like to help others, and now you're a coach.
Yeah, man.
Even better.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So George, you just jumped in on him. Let's let you go with the next question. Go for it. What you got? You got a big smile on your face. I know you want to say something.
No, I was just laughing because like he said like when he said King, like I that was exactly what I was thinking. LeBron James. I was like, oh, King
Nah.
James, King Jacob, but like
Yeah.
but you King
Nah,
Jacob, he's King
Yeah,
James.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah.
But
Respect though.
anyways, you mentioned something about Africa because I'm actually African. I was born in Kenya, Nairobi.
No,
Well, I
that's what's
wasn't.
up.
No, my parents were born in Kenya, Nairobi. So I was born here. So I'm first generation American. So what part of Africa did you actually play at? Like, I'm just curious.
We played in Lagos, but I lived in Ivory Coast. So
Okay.
we had to fly to every game every weekend. But I lived in Ivory Coast. My town they speak French, and Lagos, Nigeria. Oh my God, it was just wonderful people, man. On the beach, games was on the beach, the stadium. It was just, man. Africa is a wonderful place.
Yeah, it is, man. And you should go to Kenya whenever you get a chance too.
Oh yeah, man. That's my next move. Big dog.
Yeah, man.
Connection already.
Hey,
Always some kind of connection. What you got, George?
I wanted to ask you a few questions myself. You mentioned earlier that throughout your life you had to pretty much move around a lot, and I was gonna ask you because you kind of mentioned that you played in Mexico for a few years, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, how was that adjustment? Like just
I speak poquito. I speak poquito español, so I'm
You
good.
Oh,
But
sold us a doc too.
Yeah. So, but Mexico, man, people don't understand. Mexico is another beautiful country. All the people is very nice. Is the culture out there is very big in basketball. They love They love sports. Period. They love sports. Period. So I played in a top league. It's like the NBA, man. When you go overseas, man, it's the NBA in a country. Yeah, but Mexico is very, very big on basketball.
Oh yeah, definitely. I also wanted to ask you, what do you plan to bring to the team, to the Okras, man? Like
leadership, guiding people the right way. Mistakes I made, I don't want the young man to do not make. Just give them wisdom, be humble and speak, listen before I talk, but give people the
And
vision.
be like the next LeBron James and then be
Yeah.
NBA.
Yeah. But and hopefully, hopefully everything works out. I'll be healthy. I'll bring it to the table. Whatever they need from me, I'm in.
Definitely, Leon. Thank you for answering my questions. I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
Like you got
Hey, so Leon, I met Leon again on the sports show. He was introduced to me and Ilya a couple years back, and again, just hit it off from the start.
Man, that's
Just
my
loved his
man.
dialogue. Just loved his person. He came on the show, did some shows with us.
Yeah, yeah.
Just had a blast. Just had a blast with Leon, man. And it was. I'll be honest. It was tough with Leon because he's a player, but he also wanted to coach. And it was like, man, like
Yeah.
you can head coach too, but
Yeah.
you know, I got so much love and same love with Don, and Don had a little bit more experience, so we went with Don as a head coach. But Leon, I was like, oh my God, Leon. He was like, I want to coach. He's like, nah, you know what? I want to build my resume, change up a little bit, change my style, and I want to coach. So I was like, okay, man, I'm whatever you want to do, man. It was like, man, the floor is yours. But Don became the head coach because Don had a little bit more experience.
Don is the man. He the man.
Yeah, Don's cool. But Leon, man, I'm very grateful for you being a part of the organization, man. And like I said, we got so much stuff coming up, man. So and then we talked about James not here yet, but James was like, well, can Leon play? Can he play and coach? So,
I still got it, man.
You want to play and coach? So
he's got it.
Leadership that you bring to the table, man, and again the vision that when I talked to you initially was like, and you said exactly what I was thinking as far as that next generation of basketball, and you said it. You know, one of the best ways was like, we got to go back and get him and take care of him and bring him up, teach him,
have to.
give him the opportunities. And so as you hear the whole staff, we all have that same vision. So it's just a dynamic. And go ahead, man.
I want to thank you, Faron. Thank you for believing in me, giving me opportunity. Thank you for everything, bro. Appreciate it.
Man, you wait. Like your accolades already speak for itself, man. We just try to make a way, man, in the city of Oxnard, man, and whatever else comes of it. You know, like I said, I'm grateful for you to be a part of the coaching staff, man, and even Don will tell you himself. You know, he was like, hey, man, that's a good dude. So
appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thank all you. Thank you.
Coach Don, were you one of the main reasons why Faron brought Leon onto the squad? Do you feel?
I don't know if I was one of the main reasons, but when Faron brought it up to me that Leon's interested in coaching, I didn't know he was because, I knew he just had, played overseas. So I didn't know where his head was at. Like, is he going to play or coach? And I didn't know he was getting into coaching already. I know he's going to be a coach eventually because he's the coach on the floor when he does play. And he played with us a couple times, and he was going to play with us a lot. But then, he was just coming back from injury, and he was dying, to be honest. Leon could tell you. He was dying on the court. He played a hard 5 minutes, and then he had to sit a while. But, he's back at it. He's still playing pro. He still has a contract. So, Leon, I met Leon personally at the show, but I've heard of Leon because Leon's, he's a bigger deal than he lets on around here in the SoCal hoop circuit. So pretty much everybody knows Leon. Mm-hmm. And he's just a humble dude, but he does everything on the floor, and he's a coach on the floor. So he's going to be an amazing coach.
Uh-huh. All right, we lost. We're frozen.
It'll be in the place because
we're good.
He has the accolades behind him and the respect automatically. Uh-huh. And the way he carries himself and his calm demeanor, me and Leon clicked right away on the show. And
100.
And things happen where, like we weren't at the show much the same days, but we stay connected and, reach out to each other. And he's a great dude. Between him and Seth, I want to ask for 2 other coaches to coach alongside me.
Mm-hmm. And it's
appreciate that, Coach. Appreciate that.
Know him, like just for the couple minutes we even had, he seems like a super humble guy who's gonna really mold and really change one of these young men's lives. Like I can just see it, and that's the vibe I get from you, Leon. So I just want to let you know that.
Thank you. Appreciate
it. Doc, you've been super patient. Please go.
Well, it seems like, once again, everybody who's a part of this organization is kind of just willing to play whatever role that they need to play. pretty humble. And I almost feel like is it gonna be hard to pull some sort of, not selfishness, but some sort of like drive to be the number one guy on the squad? And you guys know, like, the people that are on the tryout team and who are most likely, you know, going to be making the team. You've coached them before, Don. Leon, I don't know, like, I'm sure you know some of the people there too, but how is it going to be with all of these selfless players to make somebody be like that leader or pull somebody out of their shell? Like, I know Measy, for one, he kind of hesitates on taking like any glory, and he would rather like make a pass than shoot the ball himself. So like, what are the kind of talks that you guys are going to have with the team regarding that?
I think we like go to state, like how go to state play, like unselfish. We gonna win regardless because we got good people, good coaches, good staff, and I think, you know, it gonna come out because whoever work hard is gonna come out. You know, some games this guy might do well, this guy might do. As long as we play together as one, it doesn't matter. Because if we all work hard, everything gonna show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then piggyback off that, we have a lot of unselfish people, but we have a lot of people that just want to win, and they know they could do it. So guys are going to make the right play, and as long as they make the right play, things are going to happen. None of the guys are so unselfish that they're afraid to shoot. So, you know, there's a few guys that, hey, if they hit one, they're going to hit five. So just give me the
man.
And we have enough of those guys, so it's all going to work out, and everybody's going to eat.
And one more thing, Coach.
Everybody eats, we're good to go.
We all hogs over here. We get to it. So that means we go to work when it's time.
Absolutely. And he's saying we're going to work. Yeah, we got to get to the other part of the dynamic duo. We brought him on.
Yes.
Just sitting there chilling, rocking his boy's hat, you know, doing his thing. There it is. There you go, G. There it is.
Seth, you ready for the game tomorrow or what, man?
Let's not talk football yet. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Coach Seth Thomas, welcome.
All right. Well, how y'all doing today?
What's up, my brother? Welcome, and thanks for joining us, man.
All right.
You have a little bit different story than Leon does. I also did my research on you, and you're a local boy. I guess you could say you're a local boy. West LA, I believe it is. You were saying.
Yeah. It don't get no local than that.
Yeah, right. You're like right there, man. I also want to ask you, I know you've had a little bit of a more difficult road to get to where you are. Like we talked about earlier, if you're not comfortable talking about certain things.
Oh, nah, I don't have nothing to hide.
All right, we appreciate it, bro. Can you give us a little bit of that childhood, man? Same thing that Leon did, little childhood up to where you are now.
All right. Well, I started playing ball when I was like 5, 6.5 at Rancho Cienega Park. That's over there by the Jungles, LA, by Dorsey High School. So I grew up in that gym playing up under Coach Marvin and Coach Tiny, Canny Bull. So I was like one of the top little guards coming up. Me and Brandon Granville that went to USC. He's a lawyer. Now, I played on all the AAU programs. I was just a knucklehead when I got to middle school. I got kicked out the LA Unified School District at 12. I was a special ed student, but I scored 50 at 12, at 11. So I was in Cal High. I was in magazines. I played on ARC, Candy, Slam and Jam. I was recruited 9th grade to go to Palisades. I could have played for Crenshaw, any high school in LA. Probably just not modern day. I don't know. But Venice High, my brother's the all-time leading scorer for Venice High School. I was around basketball all my life. I know all the legends in LA for real. I just did the wrong things, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in LA, so I mean, I come from the culture, so I'm part of the culture. Man. So I ended up going to prison at 20. I got shot in 2002. I was going to play at Southwest College because I never played high school basketball due to my activities in the streets and me playing, you know. So I went on and and got shot in both of my legs. I went from a wheelchair to crutches to a cane to walk again. Then I went to prison at 23, and I did from 2004 to 2014. And then I came home, and I ran across one of my childhood boys, Baron Davis. So I ran across him at this barbershop called Chuck Taylor's. I ain't really want to go in there because I knew he was going to bring up the story. Said you should have been stayed playing ball. You know, the normal stuff I always hear. And so he was like, I play in the Drew League. And I was like, the Drew League? Ain't the Drew League for dudes that got out of jail? You playing the Drew League? And I'm like, for real? Ain't you like, I seen him on national TV when I was in prison. When he tore his whole kneecap off. Because I knew me and Baron go back to like 10, 11, 12, AAU, all that stuff. So he was telling me to come watch him play. So I go watch him play, and I'm like, all right, I go watch him play. And I'm like, I start seeing a lot of familiar. I realized it was nothing but a big AAU world. So I was like, it reminded me of what I was used to when I was a kid. So I started going to the games, and I seen my old childhood coach, Tiny. And shit, ever since then, he put me on. I started back hooping, started back playing, working on my game. And I went to Mike Miller. If anybody know who Mike Miller is, he's like a legendary junior college coach, one of the winningest coaches in basketball history. Under what's the boy name out of UCLA? The legendary coach.
Wooden.
Wooden. He got winnings in, and Willie West, that's at Crenshaw. The legendary coaches. So he has started a pro league called California Basketball Association right here in Compton. So I went in, got drafted, got 6th round, started, trying hooping. I won the championship, though, by the way. I ended up getting drafted in the 6th round, fought through the whole thing, got subbed to another team, stayed down, then quit, played, won the championship up in there. So I won the first Pro-Am championship in California under Mike Miller. It was me, JoJo, Tremaine Johnson, David Hall. It was a lot of dudes that plays in the LA circuit. So I just continuing to play basketball, and I started coaching. My coach, Tiny, gave me an opportunity to start coaching with our program called Candy Bulls. So I started coaching kids, and I started doing that I've been coaching now basketball, like actually a coach basketball for like 3 years. No, going on 4. So, going on 4 years. So after all that, I have coached kids, the Crenshaw YMCA. I have coached at Rancho Cienega. I have coached the top players in like AAU, from Sky Clark to Georgia Choa to Brandon Perez, to any kid that says he's top basketball player coming up in high school. I know him. I coached him. Half of Westchester team, the Zion Wooden, I touched all of them. So, God, basically what I'm saying is I'm very different because I was a kid that's supposed to play ball, but I gangbang. And God gave me an opportunity to come back to what I love, is basketball. And I'm here now. I teach out of school. I'm a PE teacher, yard supervisor at a charter school. I'm going on my 3rd year as the assistant head coach at LA Harbor College. So I'm right up under Tony Loza, the legendary Tony Loza at LA Harbor College, and I go there too. So I'm arrogant. I'm all that. I don't care. I've been through it. I know all the players that we got. Don know we battle in the game, coach against me. It's stuff. I'm on everything. I'm the one gonna set them straight.
Man,
who's gonna be the selfless? I'm the one gonna talk the shit. Excuse me, coach.
You're good.
I'm the one.
We knew that was coming. You're good.
Yes,
That's
this is
the
the fire.
I love it. We need that.
Hey man, he got that dog in him. That's
he sure do.
I mean,
he
I
got
ain't
that huge dog.
I just turned 40, and I just scored 56 at 39. I ain't worried about who.
There you go.
I want to hear all that weak old coach. I want to hear all that.
Hey, he a pit bull, man.
So
I gotta jump in. We gotta backtrack just a little bit.
Baron.
As a doctor, you just, I got shot in both my legs, couldn't walk, wear a wheelchair, and all of a sudden, at 40 years old, scored 56. No, you gotta tell me how you did that. Like, you
oh, she wants the dirt.
I'm a hooper. I don't know. It's God. I don't know. I really.
Hey, he said it's coaching.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm really a baller. I just messed up. I'm really a baller. I don't care what nobody. I'm confident.
No, you
in me.
are.
So
Right.
by me being confident in me, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm 5'6". I'm not 7 feet. So I got hard. You know what I mean? So I'm really raised with all the LA like any. You know what I'm saying? I grew up playing with dudes. When I started playing with grown men when I was like 8 years old, 9, 10 years old. So I've been playing with grown men since I was a kid. So the competitiveness, and it comes from my coach, Coach Tiny. He instilled some very like real morals and like basketball, like torture. You know what I mean? Like torture.
That's real.
Like
Real.
you know what I mean? Not like that, but yeah,
Get you
like
ready.
it wasn't like when you was 11 and 12 and 10. I had to run them out to join the team. Like now, basketball is easy. It's like you soft. You know,
Yeah,
you
real.
can just shoot, you can just dribble. It was structure to basketball. The way I train
Man.
basketball, where I teach through basketball, is like I tell Leon. Me and Leon train some of the same kids. And good job, coach, on getting Jacob there. That's King Jacob right now.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Good job, coach. Basically, I teach through mistakes, fouls, errors, stuff like that. If a kid ain't gonna sit down in the stands, follow the instruction, I mean, he's gonna be messing up in the classroom or something. And if he's not listening to what the coach got to say, he's not doing it like. Because if he's reaching and we say don't reach and that's a foul, that means he's not doing the proper things, paying attention to what's going on. If he's not doing a lot of things in the course of the game, I'm gonna be able to read that and know that it's something wrong with that kid. You know, so that's how I teach through sports.
That's
awesome.
That's awesome.
So, it's just, I go to school too, so I'm educated at the same time. So
you're just well-rounded.
I got an A.
You're just straight up
well-rounded.
And I want to get into a couple quotes that you had. And right now, after what you just said, after what we just heard, these two quotes could not be any more true with you. The first one I saw was, "You never know when it's your time. Make the best out of it. Nothing is promised." I saw that one on your Insta. And then this one really hit me is, "Every time I thought I took a loss, God blessed me with something better." If that doesn't explain your story, what you went through, I don't know what the heck does. So from what I'm seeing, you're, like you said, you're going to use your mistakes to help the new guys be like, hey, I did this. Please don't do this. And if you do this, is what's going to happen. But you also could tell them, hey, I went through hell and back, and look, I'm still standing, if they're complaining about, something, family issues, or maybe they had a death, or maybe they're going through some trials and tribulations. It doesn't have to be on the court, and you're correct. Guy, hey, I was there, bro. Come talk to me anytime you want. Come talk to me. I got you. That's the vibe I get from you, Seth, and you're freaking awesome. I'm gonna get one more question from you, and then I'm gonna pass you to the panel here. You're not just all basketball, bro. You like hip hop also.
Yeah.
I love hip hop, man.
Yeah, I grew up in gangster rap. I love the music. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it treated me. It was a treatment growing up listening to it. I ain't gonna lie. I stole my brother Easy E tape. It used to be a green Easy E tape, Boys in the Hood. So I stole it when I was a kid, and I used to sneak and listen to it because it was profanity. So it was a very good treason to me as a kid and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm a manager of one of my little homies that rap, and we're on the page of this. I'm trying to give back to the community. So we're leading it in. It's the rap culture, whatever it is. But the main object is we're trying to get to the kids on trying to teach through positivity, what I'm trying to get him to understand, like what I'm doing is, okay, you got the Crips and Bloods, so I'm trying to bring that together where they see the black man cool with another they say is a rival. So I'm trying to do that also, and I'm doing that also. Then I'm also bringing the black and brown community together, man, because he's Latino and black. So we go to the other Latino communities and we do music with them also. So we have been touching the black and brown community, showing that we can all get along, do music, and then we're passing out food. We're going to just try to stop the racial tension through that, just due to what the culture seems what it is, but it's not, because it is people that's, like they say about the police, it's good cops and it's bad cops. Well, it's good dudes. That's part of this lifestyle that you'll happen to have a brain and a mind. but it just so happened that's where they grew up at. So do you forget where you come from due to the obstacles that you made it in life? No, because those obstacles for me is who made me who I am. So I'm not going to forget where I came from, because at the end of the day, I still got to go back there regardless, because that's who made Seth is. So I'm trying to reach out to all the kids, you know, through basketball, through showing them Crips and Bloods can get along, showing them I can go to the black and brown communities, the white communities here, touch everybody, showing I'm part of everybody and not just look at it just one way. Basketball, that's why I do what I do. That's why I go where I go. That's why I say what I say. That's why I act the way I act, because I know what I'm doing. You know, and if somebody's mad at me for what I'm doing, then so be it.
Oh well, don't sugarcoat it, right? We talked about that.
Nah, why not?
Absolutely.
Do you see how challenging it was to have to figure out who was gonna coach over here with us? Like, these guys are off the chain, man. From Coach Don with the spiritual, from Leon.
Man.
I'm spiritual too now.
Coach Seth with the background that's like, everybody across the board. Like, come on, Seth evens everybody across the board out. So
and I'm a deacon in the church too. Don't think I'm not. I believe in God too. Don't think I'm not. So I'm connected all the way around.
Do you understand how hard it was to have these three guys, and they're all stellar characters, all could be coaches anywhere in basketball. And the one thing I want to say is, and James says this a lot too when he's on the show, is that it's going to be hard for us to keep people a part of the Orcas, because we want to help create opportunities, right? So we're not trying to keep people here and be like, oh, you got to play with us, coach for us. No, if we get to help get that person to that next level by being a part of us and sharing what we shared with them, I mean, these guys they're going to be way past the Orcas, and knowing that is hard to be able to have these guys so close and be with us, but then knowing that one day, Seth, man, you might take off and go coach somewhere. Leon gonna take off. Don's gonna do his thing, and it's hard to, how do you build a quality team and an organization when you're how can I say, when the background is creating opportunities for everybody.
Correct.
So it's like you want to build a great squad, but then it's also freedom to go and be who they want to be and grow. So any one of these three coaches that you see right here could be the head coach of the Orcas. That's how open I was to having this organization.
We was fighting.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard, but you know, I picked Don, and so everybody links together. It's even hard to say head coach because everybody has their perspective of coaching. And so, you know, we don't want to get caught up in the titles, because everybody that you see here as a coach could fit that role at any given time of the day, at any given game, at any given practice. So I'm just blessed to be a part of this and watch this develop. And when I see Leon going somewhere to coach, and Seth, you know, one thing about Seth coming to the Orcas was that, you know, when I bought the team from the IA Emperors, you know, we there's a program, and if you all seen Netflix, you all seen Cue Ball. And Cue Ball, there was a great episode of that opportunity, that second chance opportunity. The only thing is that he didn't get a chance to make the Golden State Warriors. He was able to try out. But at the ABA level, we're like, nah, forget that. We want to find out and create a way where these players can come from this environment, playing basketball, and then actually make a professional team and give them that opportunity and that experience. So
it can't happen.
Seth, and I'm gonna tell you, in my vision, when I saw Seth as coaching, I'm like, Seth, in that program that we're creating for the community and for the reform program, Seth, you would be perfect, not just a coach, but an owner like that guy, his mentality, his experience. I mean, that right there is what represents our community, where you can be God-filled, God-feared, and still be you. And because it's not about being perfect. It's not about
correct. Yeah.
It's not about none of that. It's who you know to be, what your truth is, Seth. and I met you again on the sports show a few years ago.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, y'all have no idea how blessing this is to be able to have these guys a part of the Orcas, and wherever they end up going is nothing but congratulations, because this is just a platform that we want to do as an example for giving opportunities, man. So I'm cool, man.
And we all see it, Farhan. We all see it. We are all feeling it right now. I want to backtrack a little bit really quick. There's actually someone on this panel that relates to Seth a lot. He's also been through the streets. He's also been in trouble. He's also a huge Laker Cowboy fan.
Okay, all right.
G, what do you, and you're a hip hop guy. G actually hip hop videos. G,
you do videos?
Yeah, man. Actually, like, how can I put this, man? Like, I produce and mix down videos, man. Like, I get songs, acapellas, and I throw it on a beat, and then I put it all together.
They're good too.
Like, I do a video of it, then I get some footage and put it all together, man.
So that's cool, because I do the visual content for my homies' videos. So I go into the songs and I hear the song and what the content is or whatever it is, and I put it to the video and give him the video, so when people go back to the views, because YouTube now is all about views. So I do that part with his videos. So yeah, I'm on that right now. I'm gonna get your number.
There you go.
Text me. Hey, text me your number too.
Because the dude I manage, his name is Yellow Hill. YELOHILL. Yellow Hill. Check him out. He just did a song with what's the Latino comedian right now, the youngster, Donko. No, you know what I'm talking about? The Latino comedian right now. He's a big time. He does little cracking jokes all the time. He's out of I forgot, but we just did a video with him the other day.
Okay, yeah, shoot me the info. We gotta link up, cause you got something going on. I got something going on. We gotta put it together, man.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, G, I see you, bro.
Look at you, networking.
No, like Ricky said, yeah, I am a big hip hop fan. I remember growing up, the song that got me into hip hop, definitely had to be "Ain't No Fun" by Snoop Dogg and.
Hey. Oh yeah, I know that song.
Hey, that was a dangerous. Hey, that was a dangerous CD, man. They set people up, man, with all that music.
And you know how you could tell how I was ghetto, man, because my dad was bumping that off his Cadillac.
Oh, okay.
What a coupe? What, he had a coupe, Seville?
Nice.
The long one.
Yeah, man, I'm a big hip hop fan. But Seth, I want to ask you a few questions as well, dude, because I know you've been through some stuff, and I'm amazed of your story, man, and how you're here now. Like, how you're able to come talk to us about your story. How do you feel being here, and not only that, like just meeting Farhan and meeting us, and thinking to yourself, like, do you feel like you're in the right place now, like? Being with the Okras team, like, and how do you feel? What do you feel like you're gonna bring to the team as well?
All right, yeah, I feel I'm in the right place, as with the Orchids. You know what I'm saying? I'm a loyal dude, so I mean, that part I'm gonna stick that out. What I feel is what I'm gonna bring to the team is intensity, punctuation, on time, be accountable, make sure you run the plays, make sure you run the offense. Ain't no one bigger than the team, but it is somebody bigger than the team, the one that gonna get the buckets. Understand that egotistical. I respect that guy, that gotta put it on the line, hit the big shots. I'm a cater to my guy that's a hooper. You know what I mean? I'm a cater to all my players, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna cater to the best player, not like that, but because it is a selfish game. So, I'm gonna bring a lot, because at the game, as the time goes on, I'm gonna see things on the court because I've been watching it all my life. So
definitely,
I'm gonna bring a lot. It's just as the game goes and things like that, I can adjust with me seeing it with under a structure, then just bring and put it together. You know what I mean? It's a difference. You know what I mean? With the structure, we got plays. Now we can dissect the game. Okay, the mismatches over there on that side of the court. You know what I mean? And then these guys have to actually listen. They're professionals, so it's a different mindset.
Ball game.
You know, compared to what we usually do sometimes when we just hooping.
Seth, I like the way you carry yourself and the way you think, man, because I feel like the what you just said right now, not a lot of coaches, how can I say this, put that into perspective where they try to detail the game and break it down like the way you're saying right now. And I feel like that's gonna be a key advantage for us, just because when we try to put it into play, we already gonna know what the other team likes to do, or what your players like to do, and we just gotta put that out there and break it down.
Play our game. We play our game, and then we're gonna make adjustments during the game, but we ain't coming in too. I don't know. I mean, we'll make that decision as coaches. But coming in, you know, we gonna play our game. We gonna Don and me gonna know who's who on the other side of the court, and Leon anyway. So it's not like it's gonna be amazing like he's somebody like a Kobe or somebody. I haven't seen nobody out there. I don't know. I mean, we got closer Kobe's than some of them other dudes, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
We ready. We gonna be ready.
I mean, I'm already like scoping the whole basketball scene right now. I know all the teams is coming together, all that stuff. So it's not like dudes, you know, they got some hitters, but you know, we got hitters too. But it's only one basketball and 5 guys. It depends on who put the best 5 out at that time. And if we stay close, I feel we gonna win at the end anyway. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I got an older guy on my team that I really respect. So as long as he in the game towards the end of the game, he gonna get them buckets. That's for sure.
Hey Seth,
by my age.
How'd you feel when you saw Tiny coming in as a South Bay Sharks, man?
I ain't gonna lie, it's tempting. That's my dad. He want me. I mean, it's tempting. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. He want me there. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna support him because that's who raised me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you and say I'm not gonna support him and be there for him. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta finish this out first. You know what I'm saying? See where this goes and do all that first before, because he's just starting as well. But you know, I just gotta wait. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just jump in, go run over there to coach, and then you know,
Coach
I
Steph.
gotta let coach do his thing.
No doubt,
Coach
man.
Steph. Yeah, man. They caught a team in Compton. What's that team name?
That's Lamar Gill. That's Lamar Gill.
Man, I told him I was an Orca, man. Don't call me no more.
I hit him up on Facebook. They was talking that's Lamar Gill. And
he called
that's Mike Holbrook, man. That's Mike Holbrook, man.
I said, don't call me. Don't call me.
That team ain't gonna do. They got too many dudes on that team, man. Ain't nobody. Ain't gonna only one. Nah, it ain't gonna work. It might, but I don't.
It's gonna be, man. Like I told coaches, I told the whole staff. I don't think he gonna be overseas. There's gonna probably be a couple of overseas teams, but everybody gonna have to play in the ABA this year or next year. They gonna have to, because foreign countries is not gonna let people in. I'm trying to tell people that.
That's true.
About to be the hottest ticket in town.
Right.
ABA, it is, because it's teams popping up everywhere. So somebody doing something. It's like
somebody doing something.
Last year, it's almost. It seemed like you got about 5 teams. I see like everywhere I go, I see dudes that I know play. Oh, I'm trying out for the ABA. I'm trying out for the. I just be looking at them like, okay, and just waiting and see, because it's a lot of teams trying out for different teams. But it's a lot. It's basically like whoever the guy is, he went after LA basketball. That's what he did. He got all the guys that got to connect to the LA basketball scene. Because the team that he got right now to do it, it's called Beach Hub. So that's a Compton and Long Beach team. Yeah. And my coach, then you got my coach, the South Bay. So that's South Bay out here towards Carson and Torrance and all that. And then you got the team out that way in the Valley. So I mean, everybody follow. I mean, not the Valley. The what is it called? IE area.
Okay. By Ferran. Yeah. Okay.
By Ferran. That's by
there
Ferran.
it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
And we got our team.
Yeah. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. It's just
fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. We're gonna be all right.
It's gonna be fun. It really is gonna be fun.
Gentlemen,
one that I do know is that sorry, Double R, but one thing I do know from your story, Seth, like it is very inspirational, and there is nobody on this team that is going to have one single excuse not to bring their best game.
They already know.
Well, I got shot.
They already know. I mean, they yeah, without a doubt. Because then I can get out there and work out with them too.
Man.
So it's not like, see, and that's the difference with me and Leon. We still play, we still train. We still,
you can't tell me nothing. Tell them.
Yeah,
Steph,
so
tell
don't
them,
come
Coach.
out here talking about, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, because we still at our age still playing like in our coach in our LA basketball for our age, 35 or older. You have pro-ams.
Okay.
So we still play against the top
elite guys.
Yeah. Elite guys in the city still at our age. So I'm still playing, and it's not like it's slow basketball. It's fast, but this time you got to be real smart. You're going to get pushed, shoved. Everybody 6'6", everybody bigger, stronger. They might not be as fast, but they're smarter because the game gets smarter. So it's very aggressive. You know what I mean? The programs that I play, I get posted up all day. I'm on the box getting posted up the whole game because that's the mismatch for me. Then I got to bring them out and I got to use my speed. But then I'm a shooter, so I don't try to do all that. But you know, Don know I ain't going to no hole. Every now and then, I'm gonna sit out there and shoot. So, I'm not. So the game is the youngsters. They should be able to be good. They should better go through a wall right now. Especially they ain't even.
They better be up here. They ain't been playing basketball, man.
They ain't no legs. Only one I know been playing is the OG, huh, Don? The OG been playing, huh? Yeah. He's staying ready. I know that. You know who I'm. That's the only one I know gonna go. That's our heart. So
What are you talking about, Buddha?
Yeah.
No.
Me and Buddha play against each other and all that. I played against Coach Don's team before, so I know what it is. So it's not like, I play. That's how I met Coach Don. He let me come to his league and I brought my college players from LA Harbor and we got our butt kicked the whole season. We lost to everybody. But when they played in this Tuesday night league, we won every game. But when it got to the playoffs, they hearts wasn't in it. You know what I mean? They was young, but we won in his pro-am division. I think we won 2 games? Yeah, 2 games. Yeah. They got their butt kicked. But thanks to Don, he got them better. All 5 of our players got scholarships. Jacob, Matt, Ralph, Ian, and Caveman. All 6 of his players that played in this league from P4E that I brought down there, thanks to him, got my college player. It's his players too, because he got it's his because he helped. Got all our players into college due to the competition of his league. So Don, I mean, I know what time it is. I know, thanks to that. So you see where the level at, like, and it's on. So I know what Buddha gonna do. He carried that whole league. It ain't nobody really bad. And I'm gonna be honest, like that league is the best league outside of the Drew and the Undisputed. So everybody that don't play in the Drew, that's LA, got game is gonna play in his league and is gonna play in the Undisputed. So if you can't get in those leagues, you're not gonna get better. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get better.
Well, our team.
So that's how I was able to score 56 points. Because
there we go. We're back to the 56. All right, guys.
Because it was a game, I played against him, and he told me they all gave us our props. I brought some of my college players. They was beating us the whole game. My players get into it. Plus I'm playing too, so you can't coach and play at the same time. So plus I'm having a good game. They start arguing and mess up the league. Don and them kill us. How much I went by? Like 3 because of the free throws. They youngsters. You know what I mean? That was my first time ever getting close to beating coach. You know what I mean? Like,
there you go. You might get that chance later in a couple years. You never know. You never know. Like,
man, nah, them kids ain't ready. I'll be retired by the time they figure it out. And then They argue too much.
It's
So
gonna be cool. Everybody's got, like I said, even just on this panel alone, everybody's got their own personalities. But on the team, we've interviewed like 15 people already, and they all have different personalities, different skill sets. It's gonna be crazy to see you guys manage that. With that said, we're over on time a little bit, but I've had a freaking blast with all of you guys. This is the part where we usually go square to square. Everybody's gonna give their final question to either Arthur, Seth, or Leon, or all of the above. It doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and start. This one might cause a little controversy, but that's what I'm all about. If Coach ever does, I don't think this will ever happen, he blows that one gasket, pops that one neck vein, gets tossed. Which one of y'all is stepping up?
I'm stepping up. What do you mean?
Stepping up?
I'm coach.
Stepping up.
Nah, I don't know. It depends. It depends. Nah,
Nah,
I don't know.
he got it. You know?
You got it?
Leon, it's up to Leon. Leon make that decision.
He got it.
All right.
Leon, it's up to Leon. It's up.
Okay.
Put it like this. It's up to coach. Coach, the head coach, he say, y'all figure it out, and then we just work as a team, you know?
But
you know,
he got more experience of me, and I'm under both of them wings, so I can learn from both of them.
We gonna do it together, Leon.
Yeah.
Leon, we'll work that together.
We locked in. We already know. We
won't, because you're gonna see something. You're gonna see something that I don't see. So, and then once coach gets tossed, our emotions is gonna be high. So whoever.
But I don't think he will never get tossed. But
Yeah, because you don't supposed to cuss, coach.
He don't cuss. He don't cuss. It's that gonna be us. We gonna be the ones cussing. He don't cuss.
It's gonna be cool.
Seth and Leon are gonna be the two that get kicked out before I do. For some reason, I do get kicked out.
I got my money on Seth for sure.
I got my money on Seth too. I feel like Seth will go again.
They gotta agree.
Hey, now I ain't gonna lie. I will say. Now, I ain't gonna say nothing to the refs, but the players, I don't say nothing to the refs. Okay. Tell them, Don. Do I say anything to the refs? I don't say nothing to the refs. I say something to the players like y'all playing like some. Right,
I'm gonna be getting kicked out for saying something to the refs. It's gonna be me getting kicked out.
Yeah, I ain't said that to the refs, dog. That's why it's gonna cost us money. I ain't saying nothing to them. Nah, the refs are
awesome. You guys are so funny, but you're humble. Like, this took a total different twist than I thought it was gonna take. You guys are freaking awesome. George, go for it, bro.
So, a question for Seth, right?
Anybody you want.
Oh, anybody I want? All right, Seth, man. It's great meeting you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, like off camera, you thought that you knew me, but you really didn't. But like knowing you on the show, like you're a pretty cool dude and a funny dude, and you know what you're talking about, and you speak your mind. That's what I like about you, and you don't sugarcoat anything like some of the panel said. But yeah, for me, so like since you say you don't talk to the refs, be honest, bro. How many technical fouls have you had as a player?
Not that many. He don't get text.
I don't talk.
He don't get text.
You don't talk?
Nah, he really don't. I probably got a text.
Leon might get one before me.
Man.
Oh, okay.
I don't say. I'm old school. This is the rules. As I was taught. Don't say nothing to the ref. Let your game do the talking. Because if you get now, I might say, "Oh, that wasn't a foul," or "Where was the call?" Because I kind of think I know the game sometimes. So you might challenge that as you think you know the game through certain breakdowns and certain things. But I don't cuss the refs. I don't argue. I don't even argue with my teammates. I'm not.
We
Leon.
good, Seth. You
Leon.
good, big dog.
Right.
You the man.
I believe you, Seth. I believe you, Seth.
Yeah, all right. He know I don't argue.
Yeah, hey, Steph, they make a call. The call ain't gonna change. So what's the point of talking?
That's my. Me and Leon supposed to be champions, man.
I'm OC. Yeah, I'm OC.
That's my kid. Leon boy supposed to win me a championship.
All right, let's bring it.
What's up, Seth?
What you got, G?
Yeah, I don't really have any more questions for our guest today, but I definitely you got one for me or
for Arthur?
Oh, for Arthur. Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna go to everybody. Everybody's got.
All right.
Go ahead, G. You got anything close out?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to tip my hat off to Farhan for bringing all of these great people onto onto the team, man. Because I mean, I just look around and I'm like, God damn, like
50 cents, sir.
we're all here, man. So just want to tip my hat to Ron. Appreciate that. Seth, it was nice meeting you. Arthur as well.
You too.
Leon.
Yes.
You guys, the way you guys carry yourselves, I know you guys are gonna do great things for the team, and I can't wait to meet you guys in person, and man, I just can't wait till the season starts for real though.
Hey, bro, text me.
Yeah, there it is.
Got you, bro. I got you.
Heck yeah. Doc, go ahead.
I mean, I don't really have anything else to say. I'm just excited to meet you guys in person. All of you seem like really great people. We should have a definitely a 35 and over basketball game between all of us.
I'm down. I suck, but I'm down.
I will be down, but I'm way too young, man.
Okay, George, you can still be in it. You can still be in it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Doc.
He'll be honorary.
I'm only 30 years old, so I got like the next 5 years to get ready.
Well, you look like so you can join. Don't worry.
There it is. There's the burn we've been waiting for.
Look 35 though.
That nigga cut look phony.
Wow, bro. Hey, this is actually the first time y'all are saying I look older. Like a lot of people that told me, they say I look younger than my age. They say like I look 25, 21. People tell me I look like 23. Like, nah, man. Like I'm 30. I just don't have like a lot of facial hair. I can't grow a lot of facial hair.
We joking.
I know.
Well, I just had to say it
I'm not
because
having that problem.
we hadn't burned you the whole time, so we had to get it in right before the end.
Just for the record, guys, I got thick skin, so y'all are good.
Yes.
I got really thick skin, so I could take whatever you guys
We pick on him
throw
all
at
the
me.
time. We pick on everybody. We really do. But,
Mostly on me though, but I don't mind.
yeah, well,
that.
you know, NG.
It's all in love. It's all in love, you know.
Yeah, I love all you guys, man.
All right, Coach, what you got? Apparently it's not-
Where y'all at?
Right, where you turn?
Yeah. Where y'all at?
Nah, just we're in good hands, and these two guys, Leon and Seth, are amazing individuals, not just on their knowledge about the game, but the one thing I love about them the most is that both of them care for the players, not just their court. They're really off the court. You know, like Seth is probably more proud that the guy's got a scholarship than how many points he scored in a game. And with Seth is Seth. He's honest. He's outspoken. He brings the energy. If the guys are going to be slacking in a drill, I want to put Seth in just to show him up because he's going to work harder than all of them. He's the only guy in our league that I've ever told him to get away from the scorer's table because he's too loud. Getting booted and I had a headache. I was like, bro, like, hey, get back to your coach's box or something. We don't even have a coach's box, but I made one up because of Seth. But Seth is amazing. Leon's amazing, and Arthur, they're all human beings, and their care for the players is first and foremost, and that's what I care about. You know, a game, yes, we all want to win, but my main focus is off the court, becoming better men, better fathers, whatever that is, and leading a legacy in the community. And we got a great group, and these two guys, you know, Leon's going to be coaching overseas somewhere, I guarantee it. And Seth is going to be a D1 coach eventually.
Man.
In my mind, he'll be a JUCO head coach in a few, for sure. So they got big things in the works, and it's going to be great to see them succeed in other aspects, and just thankful that we have them for the short period that we do have them, and we're going to cherish that time.
Crazy. Seth, Leon, we'll go with Leon first. How do you feel after hearing that?
Oh man, you know, head coach always say wonderful words, man. Good man. I'm just saying thanks for everybody, man. I'm glad I met all y'all people today. Wonderful people, human beings, and stay safe. And thank y'all again.
Seth, same
Okay, King Jacob.
King Jacob.
My boy, my youth.
Seth, same question.
Yeah, I want to tell thanks, Coach. Thank you for everything you have done for me, Coach Don, and for Ron. And thank you for helping my players out too at Harbor, Coach Don. you know, because, you know, they always P4E, that'd be the little talk. We be hooping when we was hooping just at Orange at the Maps when we was talking about that. So, you know, thank you for that. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, you know, Ferran. Thank you, Gat G. Thank you, George. Thank you, everybody. You know what I mean? And Arthur, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I teach out of school at Watts Learning Center in LA. What can you do for me down there, man? What can you bring my students down there? Something, some book bags, something. What can you bring the kids down?
No,
You
no,
got
no.
BT.
Look, there's always opportunities out there. A lot of the corporations that I work with are always looking to engage with the community. So let's talk it through. Like, you know, I do work with the Kingdom Day Parade that goes down Crenshaw over by, over by the mall every year. And he's always looking to engage the kids and students and so forth. So that's totally an opportunity to get them involved in something, you know, really, really dope. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of things, man.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about that because our school is Watts Learning Center. It's been around 23 years. We have a middle school and a elementary, and it's a black family that started the school. And then you know, and I'm the coach there and also the PE teacher. So yeah, so I want to get them some backpacks, some things, something going for the kids to pick up because, you know, due to the COVID, they got backpacks, they got all that, but I want to do something for them as a coach through the sports.
No worries. Let's talk it through. We see what we can do for sure.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. And thank you too, man. Thank you. Appreciate you.
There you go, Arthur.
That's where it counts at that part. You know, being part of the sports. Thank you.
Love it. Arthur, since we got you on, I'm gonna go and let you ask a question. You can ask anybody on the panel a question. Go for it.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for this time. I appreciate it. Nice to meet everybody.
Likewise.
This is super cool. Leon, it's not really a question. I just want to let you know, like, I spent some time at Cordova as well. I've been there 2 times last year. Love the spot. I want to visit other places in the region. So, so what did you like most about Ivory Coast or Cordova?
Man, Ivory Coast. It was just good food and good people. I had to learn French. I had a French book, so I had to translate with my book. So it was good people and good food, man. And the coastline is a wonderful coastline. You go see, it's a beautiful ocean. Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't visit there, but I should have went there. But next time I'm going there, I'm gonna hit the coastline, do everything.
Yeah, do that. Very nice.
You guys heard it. Ivory Coast, we gotta get it. All right, let's go, King Jacob. What you got?
Hey, I don't got no questions. I just want to say everybody stay safe from COVID, man, and thank y'all for everything, man. And God bless y'all.
Thank you. You're awesome, man. All right, Ferran, do your thing, bro.
I just want to again acknowledge the crew for being able to share their vision and our visions to match and see where we could come together as a group of men to make that difference. So, you know, I don't have questions. I just want to thank each one of them. Leon, man, again, you know, you've been nothing but a blessing, man. Great character. Seth, if you want to talk about somebody who is spiritual, but you still have your person, your humanness. That's what life is about right there. It's not about being holier than thou. It's about being you and also applying God and the purpose to all of your life. And we're going to say what we say. We're going to curse. We're going to do what we do. But that's the whole point, is being able to renew your mind every moment of the day. And I appreciate for his character and being himself and allowing God to use him in way more than one way, because that, to me, that's an example of what a Christ-like person is supposed to be about. You're supposed to be yourself, but also be accountable and be responsible for your actions. And I think he has done that through his whole life, and he's a perfect example of that. So I appreciate that, Seth, because it allows me to be myself and also make sure that I put God first in who I get to be as well. So nobody's perfect, and we all got a past. And you own your past, Seth, man, and you are definitely an example for. So I appreciate him. Art, man, Art is like one of the most important characters in this organization because of his experience, his background, his knowledge, like what he brings to the table. And so all that community outreach, you know, all that stuff is all coming through Art, because Art is the one who knows that heartbeat and for the community and stuff. So and then Coach Don, of course, man, he's a regular here, but I'm grateful. And for the staff here to doing the Zoomcast again, this is we're practicing what we're gonna do on a professional level. So for all this we're doing on these Zoomcasts, numbers 18, whatever this is, imagine what we get to produce once this platform is executed to the level where this could be on TV or this could be on our own network and
Man,
shows, man. So I'm grateful for everybody that's a part of the Zoomcast and the people who've been on the show. So it hurts my heart that we're not in this season, but if you can understand that is your life and this virus is more important than basketball,
man,
you guys
that's
understand.
real shit.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts my heart that we are not playing this season, but I could not.
Well, playing basketball, period.
Money, there's no money. There's nothing out there that's most important than your and your family's safety. Because I'm doing the same thing for my grandson. So I hope everybody really understand that that's the root of why we're not playing this season. But I'm grateful regardless.
Family first, always.
Always.
100.
We're gonna cut it. We're gonna do it right there. With him closing out with, you know, it is all about family. We are a family. We say this every episode. We are a family. We pick on George. We pick on G. They pick on me all the time. You know, we love each other.
That's Cat.
But
y'all pick on me
we
most
do
of the
pick on him
time.
the most. But anyway,
Yes.
you know, we love him. That's why.
Right.
He's a good kid. You know, but we all have our own backgrounds. We have our own stories. But overall, we're Oxnard Orcas. That's our family, and we're gonna do what we can to ensure that with the community, you know, with the team, with our media team here, we're expanding as well. Like Ferran said, and that announcement will come out eventually, what we're planning on doing, but that's going to be awesome as well. And we'll definitely be bringing you guys back for sure. From what I see, our leadership group is amazing, all the way from Ferran to Coach Leon, Coach Seth, Arthur out, you know, doing the community thing. It's going to be amazing. We're going to touch so many lives. And that's what this team is all about. Not just a show, but this whole team. That's what we're all about. We're about changing lives, making things better, whether it's, you know, the COVID or with the fires. You know, it's a perfect time to get a community thing going, you know. We can go help out people affected by the fire.
Man,
you know, we got the pillow drive coming up. You know, we're going to make a difference, guys. We really, really, really are. And I could tell with all y'all at the helms, something big's going to happen. So I appreciate you guys as well. I just want you guys to know that. So,
all right, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. With that said, our last couple of weeks, I think it's about 4 or 5 weeks, we've done reunion shows. We've done the dudes behind the scenes, but starting next week, I think we're going to get back to the dudes on the court. We still got about, I think, 10 more people that we haven't talked to. It's going to be really interesting to see what we pull together. So again, on behalf of myself, Dubl Drbl, Ricky Rodriguez, got my partner G down at the bottom, my other partner George. We got the doc. We got Coach, we got Ferran, and our amazing guests, Arthur, Seth, and Leon. On behalf of Dubl Drbl Zoomcast, this was episode number 17, entitled The Right Hand Man, and these are the guys right here. Keep your eyes out for these guys. Keep your eyes out in the community right now, see how you can help, and be safe, regardless of it's COVID or the fires. Be careful out there. Wear a mask. We love you guys. Go Orcas. Peace out.
Orchids.